Welcome, Collective. Thank you guys very much for joining me today for your tarot read. We'll go ahead and get started here. So I'm feeling like we're gonna start with a few tokens, but I keep getting pulled to the numbers too. Oh, I'm getting told numbers first. Okay, numbers first. So let's go ahead and get started with that. And if you guys have been watching for a while, you know what these numbers are all about. We also have months in here too. So if these come forward, if they resonate with you or have um, a relevant meaning to you, it may mean that this read is going to be a little bit more of a personal message for you. So what we had come forward first was the month of April. And then we have the number 20 come forward too. I'm getting told, keep going. Spirit says, keep going. So we got 18. We have 5. I feel like we're going to have a whole big bunch of these today. I just keep getting the vibe like Spirit really wants a bunch of these to come out. We have 12. We also have the month of November, which we are currently in. So it may mean that there's some events happening this month for people. We also have March as well came forward. I'm going to tuck these guys over here. 22. We have the number 1. We have 13 as well. And 11, interesting. We are in that 11-11 portal, guys. It is sort of the veil thinning. It is Spirit sort of having a chance, or our ancestors having a chance to step forward a little bit easier to connect to us if we're looking to connect with them. It's also manifesting as a big number when it comes to manifesting things in your life. We also have the number 9 as well coming forward. I got told, keep going, keep going. So we got more that needs to come out. These guys went sideways, so they got to come out too. We also have the month of July coming forward. We have 19, 29, 8. Let's see, we got 3, 2 coming forward. Okay, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but I keep getting told to look at the number 3. We do have March as well, so that is the 3rd month, but I keep feeling like there's something more to the number 3, or somehow it's going to be really special in this read. I know a lot of our other reads, we kept getting 4s. 4, 4, 4 kept coming out in different ways. We also have 16. We have the month of January coming forward. And then I did get told, no, keep going. You want me to keep going? Okay, so what came forward? Oh, there we go. 15 came flying out. See, I knew we were going to pull a whole big bunch of numbers today. The month of September, I got told, keep going. Whoa, and then a whole big stack came out here too. I'll move these guys over. We have February 2 came forward. 27, the month of August, we have 21. I'm putting August. I'm going to put August up over there. The number 4. And we have May as well. We got like a whole big bunch of months. I keep feeling like this is a message that's going to resonate with more than a few people. I keep getting told the word birthday. I don't know if somebody's birthday is going to wind up flying up into this, or there's a bunch of people who are going to be able to identify their birth date in this. And we're going to go ahead and get, no, I got told tokens. Oh my goodness, so tokens. Spirit's got messages today, guys. There's got to be this 11-11 portal, and Spirit's coming forward really strong today, telling me what to do with my cards and what I'm supposed to be using. So we have the Wheel of Fortune was the first coin that popped forward. We also have the Tower coin. And we have Strength as well. I got told very specifically with these 3 coins that came forward to have strength, to hold on, because a turn in the Wheel of Fortune is coming. So I'm not sure who that speaks to and who's sort of looking for that turn in their Wheel of Fortune after having a Tower take place. But that is what it's saying. That was it. I got a very distinctive message being told from Spirit to tell you guys that. Interesting. Keep going. Everything comes to you at the right time. Have faith. Keep going. That will. Look at that beautiful deck. This is the Infinite Energies deck. So this is actually, I'm going to tell you guys, this is one of only 5 that exist that I happen to have a copy of, and I absolutely love these. When they are ready for sale, or they're up for sale, I'll post the link in my videos and my community page, because every intuitive reader should have this deck. It's beautiful. We also have Toddlerhood. I keep feeling like a transitional time. This toddlerhood energy, it's not that I don't feel somebody's like immature. I keep getting this vibe from this toddlerhood, like we go through different stages in our life. We have different learning events in our life as we grow, as we evolve. And I do feel like there's an evolution about to take place in somebody's life. Somebody's about to step into sort of the next stage of things. This is also why somebody's being encouraged to be strong, to have faith. The Wheel of Fortune is about to turn for somebody. Mm. So we have the anger card too. I think somebody struggles with emotions regarding that tower, whatever that tower represents. And I'm sure we'll get more cards that reflect it in this read. But I do feel like somebody is angry about what happened. I keep feeling like it was like somebody had made some progress. Whatever this tower was occurred, and then it was like somebody took some steps back. So we're not just building, we're having to rebuild. And that's where that anger is coming from. I do feel like somebody struggles with that, struggles with releasing that anger, struggles with working through that anger. Inertia. No, nothing happens until something moves. You are being encouraged, and this is part of the staying strong too. It is releasing this anger of whatever happened in the past, whatever's tied to this tower, and like having this acceptance that that might have been extremely shitty. It may have even involved other energies that really took a part in that for you. And that might be where a lot of this anger comes from too. You are being encouraged to be able to release some of that so that it doesn't hold you back or it doesn't keep you stuck. And that you can start moving forward. Passion. You are being encouraged to find a passion, to pursue passion again in your life. I'm not sure what this is. I don't necessarily know if this is going to lead to some sort of career base or something, but you are being encouraged to pursue something that you are passionate about in your life, something that feeds your soul, something that makes you happy, something that you find joy in. I am being told it will help you to release the anger. Or whatever happened with this tower card, it's going to help you to sort of move past that. And in releasing that and doing things in a more positive way, I keep feeling like this is part of actually your Wheel of Fortune turning. This is part of a turning point for you, is learning to sort of let go of the negativity and starting to do positive things and to start to move in a more positive way, releasing negative energies. And I feel like it builds your positive energy too. Feel like it starts to change your aura, and that's why I feel like this is part of your Wheel of Fortune changing too. This is part of things starting to turn for you, is because it changes the energy that you're sending out into the universe. Yeah, I gotta tell you too, what I do feel in this envy card, and I don't necessarily feel like it's envy, but it is tied to anger and it is tied to the tower. It's tied to, there was an energy that is tied into this tower that you went through. I don't know if this was a relationship coming to an end or you feel like somebody took your position in a job. Um, and like I said, I don't necessarily feel the envy, but to me, this card is definitely speaking to a secondary energy, and one that you feel either took something from you or contributed to the situation that you're in that you now have to rebuild from. That is stemming from that anger. As absolutely. I have this beautiful thought card, and I gotta tell you, your thoughts are more powerful than you realize. And that may be us coming into this retrograde. It may be this 1111 portal that we're in right now. But your vibration and the thoughts and the intentions that you are sending out into the universe are extremely important right now. And that is why you're being encouraged to release the anger. It's why you're being encouraged to start doing this passion, to start following this passion, whatever that is for you. If it's painting, if it's music, if it's going out and exercising, if it's actually building things, working on your car, whatever that is to you, that like really helps to clear your mind and is extremely meditative and feeds your soul and gives you those good vibes, you are being encouraged to make time to do that. It's like an energy shift or an energy cleansing to release the negative stuff and start putting energy and focus into positive things. It will help with healing. It'll help with releasing negative emotions that are attached to this tower and what happened with between you and this other energy that brought about this tower. And it actually changes the energy you're sending out there, which changes what comes back to you. I keep feeling like getting pulled back to look at this Wheel of Fortune coin. Spirit keeps pulling me back to look at this. And it's like, this is where your Wheel of Fortune starts to turn. It starts with you. It starts with your energy shift. And that's why we're getting these cards about thoughts, about emotions, about sort of this energy shift for yourself. because it has wider implications than you realize. And it has to do with manifesting, right? 11, 11, 11, manifesting. And what you're manifesting into your life. Yeah, positivity. Mm-hmm. Say no to negative thoughts. Whoever is happy will make others happy too. This is, see, and I don't necessarily feel like it's making other people happy because you're happy, but it's like that energy change that I was talking about, sending out positivity, receiving positivity. It will start to turn your wheel of fortune. It will start. It's got to have to do with this portal, with this retrograde. It's like changing your karma, your energy that you put out there, because karma is about energy, right? What we send out into the universe is what we receive. So if we're positive, if we move through life in a positive way and we try to do good, good will come to us. If you're the flip side of that, and we've seen it a bunch of times, right, in our lives with people who are nasty, people who are sneaky, people who cheat and who lie and deceive, it winds up coming back to bite them in the butt. It always does, because that's karma. You get back what you put out there. So you are being encouraged to sort of shift your energy, because I keep feeling like spirit and the universe wants to give you good karma. Like you've been through it. You've been through it, you've paid your dues, and you deserve to have positive things in your life. So it's time to shift that energy so that it can be brought into you. Strength. Yeah. And that's what I was feeling with this toddlerhood card too, and like this transition that you're going through, or an evolution that you're going through. This will build your personal strength. Absolutely. This is going to make you a stronger person, being able to find a way to release the negativity, to shift back to positivity, to find your way through this, to rebuild. You will rebuild. You will find positivity in your life. Your wheel of fortune will turn. And I tell you, we got the strength coin. We got the strength card. I would be surprised, maybe not surprised, if we wind up with the strength card in our tarot deck too. This might be a lot of Leo energy too, and sort of finding your inner lion and your inner strength here. Polar. Life is so much easier when you keep your cool. I got to tell you what I feel in this polar card. So a lot of times we think about winter as sort of a season of conserving. Conserving our energy and preparing for a new cycle of abundance. That is what this card is speaking to today. It does have a double number at the top, 55 in numerology. 5 represents change, guys. This is like being able to conserve your energies or emotions and put them into more positive things. That is what your passion is about, healing your heart and being able to build that positive energy for yourself and preparing for change, because a new cycle of abundance is coming your way. So prepare for that in the best way that you can by releasing things that no longer serve you. They're negative, like I said, negative emotions that tie into what happened with this tower. I think they're well justified negative emotions. Absolutely. I think any of us would have felt the same going through whatever it is you went through with this tower. And I do feel like there was an energy involved who was not on the up and up, and who most definitely contributed to how things went for you within that tower. Your anger is absolutely justified in that. And being pissed off about what happened with that. Absolutely. At this point in time, I feel like these two energies have separated. Your energy and their energy are separate now. And so there's the anger towards that person. They don't feel it. They don't experience. But what it is doing is it's stopping you from finding joy. It's stopping you from finding inner peace. It's stopping you from finding balance. And it's almost like it's tainting your energy that you're sending out there. It's like that person has caused enough grief for you. They have caused enough grief for you, and you having to rebuild, you having to go through this journey. They are not worthy of having any more of your energy. And when we hang on to the anger and the resentment and things like that, we are actually still giving those people our energy. They're still receiving your energy. And this person's not worthy of any more of your energy. Your energy is best spent on you and finding love and finding positivity and finding abundance and all these beautiful things in your life. So I keep feeling like this is a time, take this time, and it might be like hermit mode, doing for you, giving back to yourself. finding your own inner peace, releasing what no longer serves you. Venus, this card is all about beauty, and it tends to be a more feminine energy, and that speaks to that nurturing side of us. We each have feminine sides, we each have masculine sides. That masculine side tends to be more aggressive and action oriented, where the feminine side tends to be a bit softer and speak to nurturing. This is time for you to nurture yourself. Give back to yourself. Release the energies that you've been holding on to towards this other person. Release that and just start focusing in on you and giving back to you. Contraction. Yeah, you are definitely being encouraged to bring forward change. Bring forward change. And I keep feeling in this contraction card, I get pulled back to polar as well. So like a time to come back into yourself, to give to yourself, to get balanced, to get whole again, to focus on shifting your energy, cleansing your energy from negativity, releasing what doesn't serve you, feeding your soul by participating in these passions that you have, and being able to do that, because once you have that nice base, then you're ready to expand again. Then you're ready to step on a hermit mode and you're ready to start welcoming things into your life, and you will find that things come to you. You will find that things come to you. Absolutely. That's part of your wheel of fortune turning. But it's like you're the one who can turn it. You're the one who can turn it. You have the power to turn it, whether you realize it or not. Self-realization. I'm going to tell you about this card too, because this is speaking to this entire process that you're going through. This is not one that happens overnight. This is not an easy one. This one takes a lot of effort, a lot of being able to really look into yourself. Introspection, like hermit mode, is not easy. Shadow work is not easy. Healing is not easy. It's easier to heal a broken bone than it is to heal a broken heart. So do you feel like this is absolutely a process, but you are learning a lot about yourself in this process. You are learning about how strong you are. You are learning about how capable you are. You are learning about you are better off without this energy in your life, because now you have more energy to focus on yourself and things that make you happy, and not dealing with negative people who were perhaps working against you or not being very honest with their intentions. This self-realization card, this ties into toddlerhood and the transition that you are going to be going through, this evolution, this self-evolution. So although this seems like an extremely rough journey, it is going to bring a lot of positivity and a lot of light into your life. Absolutely, guys. Infancy. See? As transitioning, right? Learning lessons, developing. This is all part of your development here and what you're going through. Love. I gotta tell you too what I feel in this love card. I do feel there's two figures here, but one is sort of centered. I do feel like this is your time to love yourself. This is your time to just give to yourself and focus on yourself. Not this other relationship. Like I said, like this person took up too much of your energy already. They took up way too much of your energy. And I think you put things on the back burner. It may have been relationships, may have been career, it may even have been some of these passions, to focus in your energy on whatever this relationship was and turning it into what you were wanting it to become. I felt like you did not expect things to happen the way they happened. I keep feeling like somebody pulled the rug out from under you. So you were not expecting this, what this person was doing. This was not who you thought they were. So I feel like that, like I said, I knew your anger was absolutely well justified in what happened here. And then I do feel like the way things went, it wasn't just a parting of ways and you carried on. I feel like you wound up a few steps behind the eight ball and you were having to rebuild and get back on your feet and get back to just being even before you could progress too. So I do feel like this is your opportunity to come home and to love yourself. Focus your energy on you and not on another relationship. The soul star. Yeah, I keep feeling like within this toddlerhood, infancy, contraction, self-realization, I feel within all these cards, a huge transition for you. Finding out more about who you are, about what's important to you, what you're not willing to compromise on in the future, what you absolutely need to have in your life to be happy, and you're not going to let that go by the wayside for somebody else anymore. Soul star. River. That's interesting with this river card. It's like this flow. It reminds me of the tides, how the tides ebb and flow, and everything sort of changes, and everything is fluid and forever moving. This is all a part of your journey. Everything that you've been through. I keep feeling like I got to tell you, at this point, I cannot put my finger on it. All of this happened for a reason. There's something that's going to come forward in your future. It's paths that you're going to cross with somebody or some opportunity that's going to come forward. And it's kind of like right place, right time. And having that opening in your life where something can come in. If this tower had not have happened, that opportunity would never come about. And it is a big one, and it's one that brings you a lot of happiness in the future. Like I said, I can't put my finger on it, but it happens for a reason. I know this is a time of rebirth for you, but I keep getting a different vibe from this card. I do feel like spirit has a hand in something here. I keep getting this vibe like blessed by things that don't work out. This is what I was feeling with River. And everything happens for a reason. There's something coming in your future, but this piece of things had to be removed to allow space for this new thing to come in. I keep feeling like spirit has a hand in this. Everything happens for a reason. Spirit has a hand in what's going on right now and making space in your life for something that's supposed to be there. Something that this other person in this other situation was taking up space where it didn't belong. Mountain. Your willpower teaches us that every mountain is an opportunity to touch the sky. Absolutely. And that's why I got all these cards about transitioning, self-realization, evolution, learning. This is learning for you. There's important lessons here for you. Learning about yourself, learning about what's important to you, hanging on to those passions, finding your inner peace, learning that there are certain things about yourself you are never willing to compromise or let go of again to make somebody else happy. Connection and logic. So this may have to do with connections with other people and your relationships with other people. I'm going to tell you though, like this connection, if this was a romantic relationship, I gotta tell you that this was not your soulmate, this was not your forever person. And that's why this relationship came to an end, and that there is a soulmate out there for you in the future. And that is your right place, your right time, your right opportunity. If it's speaking to a romantic relationship, I already know that 100%. And that might be your connection that you're looking for, that connection with somebody else. But I do feel like this speaks to connections with others in general and making sure that you're not compromising yourself to have connections with other people, like those who are good connections and people who love you unconditionally are going to embrace whatever you find important in your life. They're going to be accepting and they're going to be supportive of whatever you got going on, because that's what people do when they're true caring connections. And you know that because that's what you've tried to do in trying to be a real caring connection with somebody else. So you will find that with other people. Logic. Logic. I keep getting in this logic card. It's tied to self-realization. I show you this. It's tied to self-realization, and it's tied to things that come forward throughout this journey that kind of give you, I keep feeling like it's like an aha moment, but it's something where you have to look back on things. So it's still to come. It's still to come. Events still to come, helping to take you to that logic, helping to take you to that aha moment, helping you to realize how powerful your thoughts and your energies are as to what manifests in your life, and that everything happens for a reason. So if something was removed from your life, it happened for a reason. It's because it wasn't supposed to be there. It was no longer serving you. And there's something better that is out there that needs to come forward into your life, but it needed space to come forward. We are going to grab a tarot deck. So what tarot deck? That's the one, eh? Okay, Gilded Tarot is the one we're going to work with today for your read. So let's go ahead and see what comes forward. Yeah, the Eight of Cups. You are being encouraged to, again, release. Release what's no longer serving you and look forward to a bright future. It's not a switch that you can flip. It's not an easy thing to do. And that is why you're being encouraged, again, to pursue passions and to make time for things that feed your soul and feed sort of that energy shift and that positivity, because it will make it easier to start to release the negativity because you're having more positive things to focus on, things that make you happy, things that bring you joy, things that relax you and help you to sort of find your zen and your inner peace and your balance. Very important, guys. The Queen of Wands. I still feel a lot of fire in this Queen of Wands. This is speaking to the anger card. This is speaking to the anger that's being held onto, that's no longer serving you. She can be, I've heard this Queen of Wands can be somebody who kind of gets so busy sometimes, so overloaded that they sort of start to forget about certain things and other things sort of get dropped along the way. This is symbolic for what's going on. This is like the anger's taking up too much space. And then things that really matter and things that really count, like your passions and your self-love and your healing, are sort of getting set by the wayside because this anger is sort of taking over priority. And that's why you're being encouraged so hard to release it. Like I said, spirit wants to bring something positive into your life. And there is, it's like right place, right time, right opportunity. It might be meeting a person. It might be a career opportunity, depending on how this read is sort of resonating with you. But there is something positive that spirit wants to bring into your life. But you need an energy shift so that it can manifest. Because right now this anger is acting like a block. So not only was this person a real jerk who you dealt with in the past and kind of put you behind in things where you're having to rebuild, but now the anger that you feel for that, that's tied to that person's energy in the situation, is actually stopping you from manifesting positive things. This person's had way too much of your time, way too much of your time. The Fool card. And the Fool card does encourage us to shift our perspective, to look at things in a new light. And I do feel like that here. It's time to start looking at things in a different way. I have the Emperor card here too. I look at the Emperor card and I do get pulled back to the Tower. So I do feel like this was somebody who you dealt with, somebody who was, I keep getting told like arrogant, somebody who kind of felt like they should be the boss or they should call the shots, their needs, their wants should come first and everybody else comes second. This is somebody who was very selfish. Is it very arrogant, put themselves first. And like I said, I think you cared for them. You obviously saw something in them where you tried to support whatever that was. And I feel like you set your stuff aside to be able to give to them first. But I keep feeling like there needs to be a shift here. These two cards are tied, the Emperor and the Fool. It's like reflection and looking back on that person. And maybe it's red flags and recognizing red flags. You know, where they asked you to give too much or they were continually putting themselves first, and being able to recognize that in the future, if you met somebody new or somebody new came forward in your life, that would be something that you would consider a red flag. That's not something you're willing to do anymore. Temperance card. Temperance is all about balance, but it does speak to patience too. And being patient with yourself during this journey, being kind to yourself, being loving to yourself. I also feel that it's tied to this Emperor in this situation that you were in, and that you were extremely patient with this person. You kept trying to keep things in balance, trying to keep this person happy, making sure that they were happy. And maybe there was lots of people around you and you were juggling. So all your shit got set aside while you tried to make everybody else happy. This is a time to just give to you. Yeah, the Death card speaks to endings. That chapter coming to an end. I keep feeling like it's more than just the chapter. I keep thinking like it's like a way of thinking or a way of being, right? So that letting all of your things go to embrace everybody else's and make sure everybody else is looked after, that piece of things needs to stop. It's okay to give to others, but it cannot come at the cost of you. You have to make sure that you're giving to yourself as well, and you're not running your well dry, because that is what has happened. You have run your well dry in that past situation. Now you're having to rebuild. So it's good to have this hermit mode. It's good to have this time of polar, of peace, of looking after yourself and doing for yourself and loving yourself again and building yourself back up. the Eight of Swords. I do feel like it speaks to a truth here. This is an inner truth. This is something you're supposed to unlock for yourself. This is part of your self-realization. This is part of your evolution that's coming forward. And being able to see things in a different light. I will not give that much of myself again. I'm not going to lose myself in any kind of a relationship again because I matter too and my happiness matters too. And if I'm going to give to somebody, it needs to be somebody who gives back. Yeah, and I see in this King of Pentacles, this is an energy of somebody who would give back. I see somebody grounded. I see somebody stable. He's not looking at himself. He's looking off towards. So this is somebody who looks off towards their partner, right? They measure, part of how they measure their success is how happy and balanced their relationship is. This is what you're looking for in the future, this King of Pentacles energy, this very grounded energy. And this doesn't necessarily mean this reads for a woman who's looking for a man. It's looking for somebody who's action-oriented about having stability and balance and success in a relationship. Looking for even give and take in that balance. That's what somebody's looking for in a relationship and in a partner. As I think this had to happen, like I said, so that you could see that. It's like that Fool card, looking at things in a new perspective, finding a new perspective. This needs to be a change. When I'm ready, if I'm ready to look for a new partner, look for love, or be open again at some point, it needs to be somebody different than who I've dealt with in the past. These are the features that I'm looking for. These are the values that are important to me. These are the things I'm not willing to compromise on when I look for a partner. So I do feel like everything happens for a reason, and this process was important to you as well. The Moon card. So the Moon card, this speaks to sometimes secrets that can be revealed, the subconscious. I definitely feel like this is speaking again to this Eight of Swords and unlocking these things for yourself, unlocking your own secrets. What is it going to take to make you happy with a partner and in a partnership? And being able to find what that King of Pentacles represents to you, all those important values and qualities in another person that you would be willing to invest in. But also what's important to you, and finding those things again, rediscovering yourself again, and then saying, okay, this is important to me. I need to always have this in my life because this is something that contributes to my happiness, my balance. I would love somebody who shares this, or I would love somebody who respects this and allows time for it, right? It's whatever those things matter to you. You need to discover those things for yourself. And that's why we have kind of these hermit times in our life and this polar time. This is a time to go within. This is a time for discovery. This is a time for giving back to you. The Nine of Swords. I do see a lot of worry. I do see anxiety. This is tied to the anger. This is tied to things that happened in the past. This is tied to worry for the future. Like running into somebody like this again, or perhaps loneliness, right? Like too much fear of opening up again because fear of having repetition. So staying closed, but then that fear of being lonely or of feeling lonely for the future. On the Six of Wands. I'll tell you this though, you have a lot of beautiful qualities about you. You absolutely do, and I don't think you realize them. I don't think you give yourself enough credit, and this might be another reason why Spirit is encouraging you to pursue passions, because it's like getting back into your talents, getting back into what makes you happy, and then starting to realize that you do have skills, you do have qualities, you do have a lot to offer. You're a very good catch. You are, and truly believing that in yourself. Because I got to tell you, when you hold yourself in high esteem like the Six of Wands, giving yourself that recognition, others will give you that recognition too. It's that energy shift, guys. Once you have sort of that self-love and you hold yourself in high esteem, people notice. It draws people in. Absolutely, the Ten of Wands, but you got these burdens, and this is what you're dealing with right now. Yeah, the Devil card too is here. And it's speaking to this anger. It's speaking to the heaviness. It's speaking to everything that you're still hanging on to that has to do with the Tower. It's now become like a destructive force almost. Like I said, it's like a block. It's like a block, and it's becoming like this devil card. That's what it's representing, because it's holding you back from finding positivity in your life. This devil card, like, it doesn't speak to Satan. It doesn't, guys. This speaks to something that is a destructive force in your life, something that blocks you from getting what you want or causes negativity in your life. It is this anger. It is what you're hanging on to from the past person. It's the hanging on to from that tower and from that situation. You are being encouraged to release those things, because they're not only are they not serving you, they're blocking you from finding your abundance, from moving forward. Yeah, the judgment card is here too. And this judgment card is a lot like karma. It's getting back what you put out into the universe. So you're being encouraged. Spirit wants to give you the Ace of Cups. Spirit wants to give you a new beginning. Spirit wants to give you that happiness and that abundance and that new cycle. But all the negativity is blocking that from coming in. So that's why this read is really encouraging you to shift your energies. To shift your energies. Embrace hermit mode and do for yourself. Do for yourself. Do things that make you happy. It will help you to release what's going on. The Page of Cups. Page of Cups, an offering. An offering. I got to tell you, see, and that would make a lot of sense, that right place, right time thing. It's whoever that King of Pentacles is going to be to you. Whatever that means to you, those core values that you reflect on and you decide that you absolutely need to have in another person in your life, those things that you won't compromise on, the things that, like supporting you, loving you, being kind, finding stability, commitment, building for the future, even give and take back and forth, those really deep core things that you need to have to be happy with somebody. Feel like once you're able to do this transition, to release the anger, to really find your balance and find that self-love and that self-confidence again, this person's going to be pulled in by that. That's that. I knew with the connection, right? I said it with the connection. Right place, right time. For those of you who this is speaking to romance and love, that will be the right person coming forward. It's the Ace of Pentacles. So it's like that golden opportunity for a fresh start. And it's like you draw it in. You draw it in with that energy. The Six of Swords, yeah, for you, whether, I gotta tell you, whether you believe it or not, what Spirit is saying is that you're moving on to better times. After releasing this piece of things, this tower happening, that situation coming to an end, that was something that wasn't serving you. It's something that was keeping you stalled and holding you back. It was never going to give you what you needed because the other half of that was not willing to contribute in the way that you needed them to. Somebody who is who this King of Pentacles card represents. Somebody in your future. And that person wants to step forward. That's where your future lies, with that person. The Two of Cups, it is a soul connection. It is a deep soulmate loving connection. It's somebody who possesses those qualities that you're looking for, who's mature, who wants commitment, who wants stability. Like I said, the way that they value or measure success in a relationship is by their partner being happy. So this is somebody who's going to contribute to your happiness. That's very important to them, to have a happy partner. That makes them happy. This person's a giver. This person is just as much a giver as you are. So with two people giving, there's going to be that balance, because each is going to want to make sure that the other person has as much as what they need as they can give them. And if you're both contributing in that way, everybody's going to be getting what they want. The Ace of Wands. A new beginning, passionate. As passion. I'm telling you, whoever this King of Pentacles is, who is sitting in your future, that is a passionate start. That is absolutely, we got the Lovers card here too. It's a deep soulmate connection. I feel so much happiness and positivity. I keep feeling like, finally, like, oh, where has this person been all my life? And like, it's from both sides. Like both of you feel that way when you come together. It is a beautiful, even connection. The Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands a lot of times is about taking back control, about speaking your truth, defending your ideals. I got to tell you, you speaking your mind and you being more assertive, which I think is part of what you realize throughout this entire process too, and being able to stand up for yourself and to ask for what you need. This person absolutely respects that. I keep feeling like they are like, That is the cat's ass to them, because this person does not want to play games. This is a mature person. They don't want to play guessing games and try and be a mind reader. If you're like, I need this to make me happy, this is where I want my life to go. This is where I picture myself in the next, 5, 10 years, whatever. This is somebody who's going to respect that. And this is somebody who can actually reciprocate that and speak their thoughts in a mature way to you as well. And I don't think you had that the other time around. I think you had someone who said one thing and then did something else. The Chariot card. Okay, that's really weird. So I got the Chariot card next to the Eight of Wands. So both of these cards can actually represent travel. So I'm not sure if you're going to meet this King of Wands while traveling, or if this is somebody who lives farther away and perhaps you meet them through like online dating or something, or through a friend, but it's not somebody who's local. It's somebody from farther away, because I feel communication over a distance. Somehow this involves traveling. This new person that you meet. This is not somebody who just lives next door. Maybe somebody's moving close. Or I keep feeling like it's like traveling, or they're from away, or you're from away, between the two of you. That's weird. That's weird, because I think there's distance between you and whoever this King of Pentacles is, like physical distance where everybody lives. The Empress. Oh, that's wild. I gotta tell you, you get introduced to somebody. This is somebody who you know, or it's like it's a mutual person, it's a mutual friend, it's a mutual family member who actually plays matchmaker between the two of you. That's what I keep getting told from Spirit. It's like it's coming forward in this Empress. This Empress is whoever you share, the connection that the two of you share. It's somebody who's nurturing. It's somebody who's genuine. It's someone who's loving, and they do have a softer energy. It's like seeing that maybe you're in a place once you've dealt with some of this where you're happier and you might be a little bit more open to love, or open to hearing about, hey, I think I know someone. Would you like to be able to meet them? I think this person wants to play matchmaker with you. I have the Seven of Cups. I think they have, I keep getting like options, lots of options. They're trying to give you lots of options too, or trying to introduce you to lots of people. This might be some sort of an event that you get invited to, or some kind of a party that I'm not going to lie, whoever this Empress is has in the back of their mind, they're inviting certain people because they want you to meet these people, to see if you would click with any of them. Absolutely. Seven of Cups. You are going to have your pick. You are absolutely going to have your pick. You're going to have many, many options. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. So this is that softer energy again coming forward. This is somebody who's more open to receiving love. So this is after we've sort of been through some of this and you've been able to release a lot of it, and you've come into sort of more of this softer, more open energy. You're ready to receive. You're ready to be open to somebody new coming forward. That's when you get buddy playing matchmaker in your life and introducing you to many, many, many people. And that's where you're going to meet this King of Pentacles. Whoever that King of Pentacles energy is, that's where you're going to meet them. I got the Hierophant next to the Ace of Swords. That victory, that commitment, somebody with the same traditional values that you have is going to be mirrored. You're going to find that option that you're looking for. Yeah, the World card, exactly. That's what I felt as soon as I pulled Rebirth. Spirit wants to bring this into your life. Spirit wants to bring this person, this connection forward to you so that you can have what it is that you're looking for. Spirit wants to do it, but the anger keeps you too closed off. Like I said, it's like a block. And that's why Spirit's like, you need to heal, you need to relax, give to yourself, love yourself, because once you've shifted that energy and you've come into that change, then Spirit can give you this blessing they want to give to you. Absolutely. And it's a freaking 10 of Cups situation. It's exactly what you're looking for. It's the abundance. It's the abundance in the home life. It's the committed situation. It's love. It's passion. It's a deep soulmate connection. It's respect. It's somebody who's mature, stable, looking for commitment and an even give and take. But right now we're still dealing with Four of Cups, right? We're still a little bit closed off because we have that anger left over, perhaps some fear about what might happen for the future. The Three of Swords, there's still healing to do. That's okay. Like I said, broken bones heal faster than broken hearts. So be patient with yourself. Love yourself during this process. and give back to yourself. Start giving back to yourself. Take this time to give to you, to do the things that you want to do, to learn more about what it is you need to have in connections with other people to make you happy, and the things that you need to do for yourself and keep doing within your life and contributing to yourself to make you happy. This is a little bit of hermit mode. That even the Four of Pentacles is saying right now, give to yourself. This is a time to be a hermit. This is a time to be a little bit selfish, to give to yourself and to do for you. And to find that self-love again, to release what isn't serving you, to heal, and you will be stronger for it on the other side. And when that comes about, like I said, whoever that Empress is to you, a friend, family member, coworker, whoever, that person is going to be stepping up to play matchmaker. And that is where you are going to find that deep soul connection. That is, when you're ready for it, it will come your way. Right place, right time, because Spirit wants to bring it to you. Alrighty, guys, that's your read.